10:02 and it looks like the majority of the people are in the meeting now. So welcome everybody. My name's Teresa Rinker and I'm Manager of Market Development. And we also have Carl Green, our Director of Civil Rights, who will be co-presenting with myself. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. So just a little bit of some housekeeping updates. For those of you that have called in, *9 will help raise and lower your hand when it comes to Q&A, and then *6 will mute and unmute you. For everybody else that's in here in the live webinar, please feel free to put your questions and answers in the Q&A, or at the end of the presentation, you can raise your hand and we'll call on you for questions and answers. And with that, I'd like to move it over to Carl, and he can address some of our housekeeping updates and then move on to the presentation.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Welcome again to the Transit Assistance Grant Program Pre-Application and Technical Assistance Zoom session. And just wanted to give an update with regards to housekeeping items. Our interpreter for Spanish interpretation had a last-minute cancellation, so we wanted to apologize that we don't have a Spanish interpreter, but we would encourage folks to register and attend tomorrow's session in the event that you do need Spanish interpretation. Again, completely apologize for the last minute cancellation, but we'll press forward accordingly. So again, thank you all for being here today. Again, my name is Carl Green Jr. I'm the Civil Rights Director, and it's an exciting time to be delivering or co-delivering this presentation to everyone in attendance. So, and I have the luxury of providing the program overview. Next slide. And this program, along with the myriad of other fare structure changes being implemented this year, comes on the heels of a robust customer and community-centric system-wide fare study and equity analysis project that has prioritized equity, simplicity, and affordability. This program was designed to help organizations serving clients with immediate needs by providing grants of up to $50,000 per calendar year in RTD fares, i.e. 10 ride ticket books. This program was identified again through this fare study with an understanding that there's an identified need to have an intermediary or a stopgap as far as folks being able to enroll in our LIV or income-based discount program. So more or less, this is set up to more or less meet the moment as folks are being enrolled into our LIV program. And while I have a moment, I did want to share a couple of other changes to LIV as part of the program expansion, ranging from increasing the discount from 40 to 50%, removing the requirement to have an address within the RTD service area, and then increasing the income threshold for folks to qualify from at or below 185% of the federal poverty level to at or below 250% of the federal poverty level. So when we looked at this holistically, we wanted to ensure that we are removing barriers and we're increasing the opportunity for folks to be able to enroll into our LIV program. And to give a couple other updates with regards to LIV, just thinking about the fare structure changes that are occurring this year, if folks that are income-based are eligible to be enrolled into the program, the discount fare for 3-hour pass is $1.35. For the day pass, it's $2.70, and the monthly pass is $27, which includes the airport. And I know the topic of conversation is the Transit Assistance Grant Program, so I'll pivot back to the TAG program. But more or less, this program is set up to promote increase in the independence, access to essential services, and employment resources, as well as improve community connections for immediate needs customers within the RTD service area. And the total grant is up to $1 million for calendar year 2024. Next slide. So to give you an overview of the agency eligibility, agencies or organizations must be 501c3, nonprofit organization, a government agency, or a social services agency, and or have a fiscal sponsor that is 501c3. To be eligible, organizations must meet the following minimum requirements. And before I move down the bullet points, I do want to highlight, thank you all again for your feedback that you provided via the survey, because that was another touch point for us with community-based organizations that we wanted to connect with to remove these barriers and to streamline the process. So the first requirement is that you must serve immediate need clients. You must use the tickets to help immediate need clients. You must be in good standing with RTD, and you must agree to only distribute the tickets to your clients. And then lastly is being able to provide quarterly updates to RTD documenting how you are utilizing the tickets that you are issuing, as well as approximately how many unique immediate needs individuals that are receiving these tickets. So more or less, we're setting up these requirements to make sure that we are dotting our I's and crossing our T's with regards to this program and ensuring that we're setting everyone up for success and to ensure that these tickets are put into immediate need clients. With that being said, I'll now pass it back over to Teresa Rieker, who is the Market Development Manager. She oversees a lot of various programs, and she is the guru subject matter expert. So with that being said, I'll now pass it back over to Teresa.
Hi, thank you, Carl. Next slide, please. Thank you for that overview, Carl, for Live and the TAG program. And so basically, this is the application overview of how you'll apply. On our website, we do have there's the link there, but we do have a page for this TAG program. And there's a lot of information there. There's also an area where you can submit your application. If you prefer, you can mail it in, but just pick one option. So either download the the application and complete it, and then when you hit the submit button, it automatically comes over to us. Or you can download, print, and then mail it to us. There are 4 things you'll need to apply. So you'll need a copy of your agency's 501(c)(3) status letter from the IRS, or if you're a governmental agency, you'll provide your federal ID tax number. And if you do have a fiscal sponsor, you'll provide their information. Next slide, please. And then number 2, a letter from your agency on letterhead dated and signed by your CEO or director, whoever's authorized to sign. Basically, the letter will say, how does your agency serve immediate needs clients? And we do have a description of what immediate needs is on our website. There's a lot of information there. And as Carl mentioned, we did elicit some feedback, and we implemented a lot of things that we heard from everybody. And then you're going to also want to say how they, how many do you serve? Sorry, I can't speak this morning. And then your intended use of the awarded tickets. We'll need a copy of your mission statement and your W-9. Next slide, please. And then you'll see in the application, if you're doing it online, there's buttons that you could just upload your files to. So all those 4 items that I mentioned, just upload them to that application, submit it, and it comes directly to us. The reporting requirements. I know there was a lot of questions around this, and we try to make it as simple as possible for everybody. Basically, the tickets are not for resale. They must be given to your clients at no cost. And then we will be supplying you a form. We'll email it to you, and you'll simply just plug in the information. We'll be asking you to document the number of tickets issued and about approximate number of immediate clients you served. And we have these reporting dates here of June 14th, September 13th, and then December 13th. So once we go through the whole process and we have our awardees, we'll be following up with a thank you letter, an award letter, and we'll have a reminder of all of these dates for reporting. Next slide. So here are the timelines. The pre-application webinars, the first one is today. There's another one tomorrow. The application period will open on January 16th. It will run through February 29th. And then the grant announcements will go out on March 18th. And then the ticket books fulfillment will begin on March 25th through April 5th. We'll be coordinating that with our accounting department to get the fulfillments done. And then, like I mentioned earlier, the report dates June 14th, September 13th, and December 13th. Okay, next slide. Here are some helpful resources. We have a dedicated email address, the phone number. If you're going to call that, you'll select option 2. Option 1 is going to direct you to our customer care, and they'll just direct you right back to us. When you are calling, please leave a voicemail. It is a phone tree, and so we do have team members that monitor that, and we'll be returning calls as they come in. And then, of course, we have our website. Next slide, please. So that was a short and sweet presentation, which allows time for some Q&A. I see there are 3 questions in Q&A. Do you want to start there, Carl? Do you want me to read them off and then you can answer?
Yeah, we could look at answering together.
Okay, we'll answer them together. Do you want me to read the first one?
Yes, please.
What is the change of living outside of our TD area? Does this apply to Accessoride? Want me to answer that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm assuming that's referring to live. Currently, customers apply for the live program through the Colorado Peak website, and it is restricted to individuals with an address within the RTD district. We are making changes to the Peak site that